Stella is escorted by Jody Bonnet-Steele and Jason Bonnet-Steele. She has participated in volleyball for 4 years and would like to thank her family for the endless encouragement and unwavering support. She is also grateful to all her coaches and teammates for the laughs and the unforgettable memories. Thank you, Stella! Our next senior, Kaylee Kilgore. Kaylee is escorted by Lance Kilgore and Lori Kilgore. She has participated in volleyball for 4 years and would like to thank her family for always being at her games and showing constant love and support. She would also like to thank her coaches for their guidance and encouragement, and her teammates for the memories over the last 4 years. Thank you, Kaylee! Our next senior, Morgan Latham! Morgan is escorted by Tim and April Latham. She has participated in volleyball for 4 years. I'd like to thank her parents for their endless support and money, as well as her coaches who have been supportive through everything. She is so grateful to be able to finish out one last season with her best friends and can't wait to go cheer everyone on at the next level. Thank you, Morgan! Our next senior, McKenna Lucy! McKenna is escorted by Jeff and Steph Losey. She has participated in volleyball for 4 years. We'd like to thank her parents, her brother, and her grandparents for being her biggest supporters. She would also like to thank all of her coaches and teammates for believing in her and pushing her to be the best version of herself. Thank you, McKenna! Our next senior, Delaney Nelson. Delaney is escorted by Jessica and Jared Nelson. She has participated in volleyball for 4 years. I'd like to thank her parents for helping her get where she is today. She'd also like to thank her coaches and community for their constant support and encouragement. Thank you, Delaney! Our final senior, Riley Telkin. Riley is escorted by Tabitha and Josh Telkin. She has participated in volleyball for 4 years. I'd like to thank her mom, dad, and little sisters for always encouraging her. She would also like to thank past and present coaches for leading her to where she is as an athlete. Thank you, Riley. Please give a round of applause to the class of 2026 Louisburg Volleyball Seniors. And in one of my favorite traditions at this time, Louisburg Volleyball would also like to recognize the seniors from Tonganoxie. Lillian Burge, Kalia Baldock, Finley Ricky, Lila Carlton, Caitlin Dale, Abigail Myers, and Charlie Crane. Thank you for all the time and dedication you have given to your team and the sport of volleyball over the last 4 years. We recognize your leadership and hard work that helped keep the team going strong. Let's hear it one last time for our senior volleyball players.
Call insurance agent.
Hello, customer.
Oh, great. I just had a quick question about my insurance.
You are 312th in line.
Oh, it's just a real quick question.
Would you like a callback in 6 hours?
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Hey, Max, I can answer your insurance question.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent TJ Solander in Louisburg at 913-837-3237.
Vose Pharmacy is Louisburg's true hometown pharmacy. Pharmacist Kevin Vose and his team are proud to be part of the Louisburg community, and your health is their top priority. And now with Test to Treat, Vose can provide strep and flu testing and treatment all in one by appointment. Vose continues to be your stop for everyday health essentials and all of your prescription needs. Vose Pharmacy, Louisburg's pharmacy, and proud to support the Wildcats. Call 913-533-7575 or visit vosepharmacy.com.
For 50 years, Elliott Group has been your local insurance partner. With 5 convenient locations, Elliott Group is big enough to offer the best carriers, but small enough to know your name and your insurance needs. Elliott Group is more than just insurance. They're a part of each community they serve, with a wide variety of insurance solutions to help your unique challenges. Elliott Group, where they're there for you today and for years to come. Visit them at any of their 5 locations or at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stowe with Wildcat Veterinary Clinic. Come see us at our newly remodeled facility across from the stadium. We're proud to be your hometown vets who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services and specialty care that includes surgery, chiropractic, and reproductive services. With 24-hour emergency services, a team of 13 veterinarians, and 3 other locations in Paola, Drexel, and Martin City, our commitment to this community makes Wildcat Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Maximize your athletic potential with Louisburg Chiropractic. Athletes of all ages and skill levels can improve with the help of Dr. Jake Polzin at Louisburg Chiropractic Center. Shorter recovery times, increased range of motion, and flexibility are just a few of the benefits. Everyone can benefit from chiropractic care, from the pros to gym rats, rec golfers to high school athletes. Let Louisburg Chiropractic Center improve your performance. Call now, 913-837-2910.
Welcome to Louisburg Sports Live. I'm Drake Miller, and I'll be taking you through the action tonight. First off, want to give a big thanks to our presenting sponsor, Vose Pharmacy. Like I said, big thanks to our presenting sponsor, Vose Pharmacy. At Vose Pharmacy, you can count on their dependable and reliable pharmacist, Kevin Vose, and his friendly staff, serving Louisburg for more than 10 years. To learn more, visit vosepharmacy.com or call 913-837-3784. That's Vose Pharmacy, the presenting sponsor of Louisburg Sports Live. Louisburg hosting Tonganoxie tonight in a classic duel. Big senior night as well for those seniors on both sides, but big recognition for that of the Wildcats. That's Delaney Nelson, Riley Telkin, Addie Mallett, Kenna Losi, Kaylee Kilgore, and Stella Bonensteel. So big shout out and big thanks to them for their commitment to the Louisburg volleyball team. We're going to go ahead and take a break, and we'll be right back with the pregame.
The Bose Real Estate Group at Keller Williams would like to wish all of our sporting teams success this season. If you're looking for real estate, feel free to contact us. If you're looking for buyer needs or seller needs, we're more than happy to help you with any of your transactions. Feel free to give us a call, 913-963-4076, or you can email us at dougbose@kw.com. We look forward to hearing from you, and go Cats.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here, studying animal science or learning about farm and ranch management. Maybe you belong here as part of Hounds Hoops on the hardwood. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367. Since their doors first opened in 1920, First National Bank has been committed to local decision-making and long-term relationships. Locally owned and managed, First National Bank is there to guide you through all your firsts. First checking or savings account, first loan, first business groundbreaking, or your first home. A variety of banking services, expert guidance, and an emphasis on putting you first. First National Bank in Louisburg, 1201 West Amity, 913-837-5191. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Wildcat fans can find us at 1262 West Amity in Louisburg or 913-837-4230. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Welcome back to the pregame show here on Louisburg Sports Live. The pregame show is brought to you by Farm Bureau financial agent TJ Solander. TJ's goal is to help you plan for the unexpected and protect your future. Getting to know you and the things that are most important to you will help them customize the right plan for your needs. To learn more, visit them at 106 West Amity Street or call 913-837-3237. Like I said, Tonganoxie visiting Louisburg here tonight on Louisburg Sports Live. Tonganoxie on a bit of a slide, a 2-week-long curse. But let's talk about Louisburg first. They're on a bit of a slide of their own. 2 games losing streak and a bit of a spotty back and forth prior to that. So looking to kind of come off of the 2-game streak, grab a win here towards the end of the regular season, and hopefully roll into that postseason mentality on a hot note. They're currently 17-10 on the season, with them seeking just over a 66% win-loss. And if they can win just a couple more here towards the end, they'll have to win 4, I believe, will be the solution. And if they can get that done, they will have about a 66% win percentage. On the other hand, talked about Tonganoxie 7-game slide. 6 of the last 7 have been losses and 1 tie. And that's a span over 2 weeks for this Chieftains team. and a streak that they're certainly looking to break, as it's put them in the losing record territory headed down the stretch of the regular season, which is certainly not where you want to be towards the end of your regular season. You're trying to collect as many wins as possible, roll into the postseason on a hot note, and go into tournament play ready and primed and confident that you're able to take down these teams coming up. But right now, it looks like they're kind of on the other end of the spectrum, sitting a little bit on their heels, kind of waiting for something to happen, and that's not the situation that you're wanting to be dealt, given the limited time that you have left in the regular season. We've seen a lot of real strong offensive and defensive play out of Louisburg this season. We're going to see that continue, and for them to play just kind of their routine game against a area rival in the Tonganoxie Chieftains. Bit of bad blood here, at least this season. We saw on Louisburg Sports Live the Chieftains football team take down the Louisburg football team. That was a 21-14 loss for Louisburg. So the volleyball team looking to get their get back for their fall sports. We'll go ahead and take one more break, and we'll be right back before the opening tip.
The Fun 99 menu, always $1.99 each.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. The all-new Sonic Smasher. Live free, eat Sonic.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a third-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
Looking for the perfect getaway? At Destination Fun Travel, we bring the world to you. From turquoise Caribbean beaches to European river cruises and beyond. Destination Fun Travel is an award-winning travel agency specializing in creating unforgettable vacations. All-inclusive resorts, luxury villas, group trips, or custom vacation packages. Let us turn your dream vacation into reality, because with us, the journey is just as exciting as the destination.
Building a life is different for everyone, because everyone is different. That's why State Farm is there.
Contact Buddy Shaw in Louisburg for a quote today.
Explore, Imagine, and Connect at the Louisburg Library in downtown Louisburg. Serving the community since 1968, the Louisburg Library has everything you're looking for. Whether you're into bestsellers, mystery, sci-fi, action, romance, or graphic novels, there's a story for everyone. Take advantage of their programs for kids and adults like book boxes, book clubs, winter read, summer bash, computer coding camps, and so much more. Stop by and meet their friendly staff 7 days a week and learn more at louisburglibrary.org.
Back on for Louisburg Sports Live. Tonganoxie here in Louisburg. Up next for both of these teams, we'll start with the Chieftains. Started off hot this season, but now they will have Bonner Springs on the 9th, Spring Hill on the 14th, Leavenworth and Atchison on the 16th, and then Lawrence on the 21st. For Tonganoxie. And when it comes to Leavenworth, they beat them earlier on this season 2-0 twice. Atchison, they won against 3-0. Lawrence, they've yet to see. And then Spring Hill and Bonner Springs, they have also yet to see this season. So Lawrence, Spring Hill, and Bonner Springs, some new faces on the floor for Tonganoxie coming up. And then Atchison and Leavenworth, some familiar but winnable faces showing up on that floor. Currently, Tonganoxie sits 7th in the Frontier District with a record of 1-4-1 in the district. That's right behind Baldwin, with Bonner Springs sitting at the bottom, 0-5-1 in district play. Louisburg currently sitting at number 3 at 4-2, right behind Eudora and Paola. Eudora at 6-0, Paola 4-1. And then Ottawa, Spring Hill following Louisburg. Ottawa's at 3-3, Spring Hill at 2-2. And then Baldwin, Tonganoxie tied at 1-4-1 and 1-4-2. And of course, like we said, Bonner Springs. And then on the other side for Louisburg, got two triangulars remaining. Atchison and Perry Lecompton on the 11th. Perry Lecompton, they lost to earlier this season twice, once with a score of 2-0 and once with a score of 2-1. But they've yet to face off against Atchison, so that will be a new face for Louisburg. And this match right here could give them a good read as to what they can expect from Atchison, seeing that Tonganoxie has beat them this season already 3-0. So you take down Tonganoxie, you know, the distributive property or whatever you call it, you feel pretty confident rolling on to a team that they swept. Wamego and Ottawa, they've yet to play, except Ottawa, which the Wildcats took down 3-1 early this season on the 11th of September. And so some more new faces coming up for the Wildcats, which, like I said, are 3rd in the Frontier League with a 4-2 record in district play, and looking to expand on that here tonight. You can grab a win here tonight, and then not to mention you've got Ottawa coming up as well. So some opportunity to expand on your win-loss in inter-district. With that being said, we'll take one last break and be right back before tip-off.
The Fun 99 menu, always $1.99 each.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. The all-new Sonic Smasher. Live free, eat Sonic.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a third-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
Looking for the perfect getaway? At Destination Fun Travel, we bring the world to you. From turquoise Caribbean beaches to European river cruises and beyond. Destination Fun Travel is an award-winning travel agency specializing in creating unforgettable vacations. All-inclusive resorts, luxury villas, group trips, or custom vacation packages. Let us turn your dream vacation into reality, because with us, the journey is just as exciting as the destination.
Building a life is different for everyone. Because everyone is different. That's why State Farm is there.
Contact Buddy Shaw in Louisburg for a quote today.
Explore, Imagine, and Connect at the Louisburg Library in downtown Louisburg. Serving the community since 1968, the Louisburg Library has everything you're looking for. Whether you're into bestsellers, mystery, sci-fi, action, romance, or graphic novels, there's a story for everyone. Take advantage of their programs for kids and adults like book boxes, book clubs, winter read, summer bash, computer coding camps, and so much more. Stop by and meet their friendly staff 7 days a week and learn more at louisburglibrary.org.
Couple more thoughts before we jump into this varsity matchup. Some players to watch for both of these teams, starting off with Tonganoxie. Finley Ricky is going to be a force to be reckoned with for the offensive side. 4.0 kills per set and almost a 20% hitting percentage, with Addie Schooler and Caitlin Dale being the defensive fronts. Schooler 34 total blocks, and Dale with 3.7 digs per set, with Ricky being the ace leader on the Chieftains squad with over 1 ace per set. So keeping a quick eye on her as we head into this match. Kaylee Kilgore is going to be the offensive powerhouse for Louisburg at 2.9 kills per set, with Breck Nielsen at a 25% hitting percentage. Riley Telkin, 37 blocks, and Reagan Williams at 3.1 digs per set. They're putting up a lot of the defensive front. And then lastly, Kilgore will be the ace leader at 0.6 aces per set, at 42 total for the senior Kilgore. Seeing these two teams warm up, keys to the game we talked about for Louisburg, just running the routine things, trying not to get too fancy with it, too aggressive. This isn't going to be a team that you're going to need to really pressure into. If you just play your game, you should be able to grab the win here tonight. Tonganoxie, on the other hand, it's kind of the opposite. You're going to want to press a little bit. You're down 7 straight games. You're looking to kind of bounce back and do it strong. Get a big win, motivate yourself rolling into these last couple of matches, and hopefully kick yourself into gear for the postseason. Couple of last-minute warm-ups, and then we will send it over to the PA for introduction statements. You can kind of see how this team shapes up. As here we go. Send it down to the PA.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Louisburg High School. Please stand. It is my pleasure now to hand the microphone over to Miss Allison Moore as our select choir performs the national anthem. some best of 5 contests. The visitors on the scoreboard, the Tonganoxie Chieftains. The home team, the Louisburg Wildcats. All right, starting lineups. We will introduce the Tonganoxie starting lineup and then the Louisburg starting lineup. For the Chieftains in numerical order, concluding with the libero and the introduction of the head coach. Sophomore, number 2, Ashlyn Bruni. Senior, number 3, Abigail Myers. Senior, number 6, Finley Ricky. Senior, number 8, Charlie Crane. Senior, number 9, Kalia Balda. Sophomore, number 11, Adlin Johnson. At libero, junior, number 4, Natalie Loving. The head coach of the Chieftains is Kyle South. And now, the starting lineup for your Louisburg Wildcats. Senior, number 3, Delaney Nelson. Senior, number 4, Riley Token. Junior, number 6, Breck Nielsen. Junior, number 11, Adeline Moore. Senior, number 12, Kenna Losi. Senior, number 13, Kaylee Kilgore. At libero, junior, number 7, Reagan Williams. The Wildcats are coached by Riley Ratliff, Kelly Ratliff, and Rich Brown. For set number 1, first serve belongs to Louisburg. Good luck to both sides.
Start of this game is brought to you by Louisburg Athletic Club. Louisburg Athletic Club has got you covered. No more excuses. Gym access 24/7 for all members, including use of locker rooms and sauna. Group fitness classes are included. The healthy shake and smoothie bar, tanning, and massage therapy are all open to the public. Join us every Tuesday for half-price shakes from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. and half-price tans every Tuesday. Opening tip-off brought to you by Louisburg Athletic Club. Just moments away from getting this set 1 started, best of 5 here tonight. Head coach Kyle South and Rich Brown getting their squads ready. As the liberos take the floor, it'll be Adeline Moore. Moore kicks it off into the back left. And Tonganoxie off to a slow start as they'll hit the net on that spike, and that one found the ground too. An unfortunate circumstance for the Chieftains. Louisburg off to a hot start though. Here's a kill attempt, and it's good from Finley Ricky. Ricky, a senior on the team, grabs the first point. Charlie Crane sends it away as Telkin tried to recover the spike attempt and was not able to. 1-2 score now here in set one. Barely creeps over the net and received by the libero Williams. But Tonganoxie will grab another. Williams pops it, and what a kill from Kaylee Kilgore. Grabs point two. Kilgore will go back to serve. From deep. That spike attempt. Yes, in for the kill from Losi. Losi grabs the tie game, 3-3. Received by the libero Loving. Kilgore will send it to Moore. Now Telkin, and just off the mark. Tried to slam it in on that left side, just couldn't quite find in bounds. Tonganoxie takes the lead once more, 4-3. This serve from Kaylee Baldock. And Tonganoxie will go up 2 now, 5-3 score. Baldock, Moore, and just touched over by Nelson.
Replay.
And they're going to replay the point. I think it was blown dead early. Nelson over to Telkin. Now Loving up to the front of the Chieftains. Brine. She'll miss. And Louisburg will grab their fourth. Here's Losi now. And Loving tried to grab that one, had Myers right behind her, ready to receive that serve, but Losi will grab the ace as Loving tried to come across and keep it up. Losi's serve goes too far. And now Tonganoxie takes over with another lead. 6-5 as Ricky will step up to serve. Myers steps off for Schmidt. the junior. Ricky's serve, received by Nelson, and then just tapped over by Adlin Johnson. As Johnson gives the Chieftains a 2-point lead. And that serve just barely creeps over. An unfortunate break for Louisburg as they go down 3 now. Ricky feeling pretty good at the service line, as that'll be her second ace in this service alone, 9-5. This one's received by Nelson, popped up by Williams, and Nelson will just send it over. Loving keeps it in play. And the touch over from Baldock was tipped by the front line. I believe it was Nielsen. And that one was off the mark as Kilgore was not able to adjust. Now a 5-point deficit for the Wildcats. Moore keeps it up. Nielsen tries to go over with it. Loving sets for Schmidt. Her kill no good. Telkin went for it, and this one just creeps out on Tonganoxie. Louisburg will try to get back some momentum here. I liked how they slowed it down at the net. Didn't try to go for anything too aggressive, as Telkin had missed a couple of times prior, and instead just goes for kind of the safe play on that last point. And then there's Nelson to follow. Sees the perfect set and sends it down the line. Telkin to serve once more. This one's sent away. Williams pops it to the front. Moore, Nielsen, and she finds the floor. 8-10 all of a sudden. 5-point deficit drops to 2. Telkin goes back right, and this one off of the arms of Schmidt and out of bounds. 4-point number 9. Telkin gets an ace. Big momentum swing here for Louisburg. Loving tries to keep it in play, and that's another one. Schmidt. That right side all over the place for Tonganoxie, as that one was received by Ricky, and an almost close call. Williams hits the deck to try and keep it up, but was unable to.
Entering for the Wildcats, number 14,
10-11. Williams up to Moore, and the kill is good from Nielsen. Nielsen ties it right back up. Gets service back to the Wildcats. And now here's Delaney Nelson. From deep. Goes to Ricky. And now is sent over by Brune. And Nielsen, excuse me. No, Nelson, I was right. Nelson misses on the shot there, gives Tonganoxie a 1-point lead once more. Wildcats have given up quite a few points on kill attempts, just being off the mark, which isn't a bad thing. You start finding your groove on offense, start landing some of those shots, all of a sudden, this game swings around completely. Kilgore gets a chance here and capitalizes off the arms of Schmidt. As Williams will step out. Bonensteel, or excuse me. Yes, Bonensteel will come in. Platt will also come in, and the block off of Moore and Losi goes out of bounds as Williams will check back in for Breck Nielsen. About halfway through set number 1 here. Tonganoxie has held on to the lead for a majority of this set, and they're gonna give a tie game back. Myers couldn't get it over. So here's Moore. As they'll give it right back. Tonganoxie 14. Louisburg 13. And Kilgore sends it home. Grabs another for the Wildcats. Kilgore trying to find the middle. And just can't keep it in play. As Tonganoxie takes the lead back once more. It's been back and forth ever since Louisburg was able to catch back up. 14-15 score. Kalia Baldock sends it away to serve, and that one just an off shot from Williams as Tonganoxie finally breaks the 1 point and brings it to 2. This one received by Kilgore. Williams will try to line it up. That's Nelson. Couldn't quite find space, and the kill good from Ricky. It's one spot, it looks like, for Louisburg you just cannot afford to put it in Ricky's hands. Gotta keep it away from her side of the court. Here's Loving to Ricky, and that one's blocked successfully. Louisburg trying to gather some momentum here. Losi will go back to serve as she puts it dead center. This one's popped up. Ricky tries to find it and cannot. 1 point lead for Tonganoxie now. Losi sends it away again. This one's popped over to the right as it'll just be sent over by Brune. Here's Tilkin. Tried to find the back line, couldn't get it. Brune once more, and that one's just off the mark from Moore as she laid out for it. And this Louisburg team just a bit off the mark when it comes to being in sync. Having some trouble rotations and communications specifically, had a couple of times where two players could have probably received a ball cleanly and somebody dives in front, and we saw it from Tonganoxie early, but they've adjusted since then. 17-18. Here's Bonensteel going back to serve. Popped up, and this one's blocked, but on the Louisburg side by Schmidt, or the spike from Schmidt, and that one goes too far. Schmidt gives the tie game to the Wildcats. Bonensteel serve. Looking for that back left, couldn't quite find it, and it's blocked. Attempted kill from Adeline Johnson, but up front to receive was Kilgore. And that'll be a 19-18 lead for Louisburg. We'll take a break and be right back.
Louisburg leads 19.
Explore, imagine, and connect at the Louisburg Library in downtown Louisburg. Serving the community since 1968, the Louisburg Library has everything you're looking for. Whether you're into bestsellers, mystery, sci-fi, action, romance, or graphic novels, there's a story for everyone. Take advantage of their programs for kids and adults like book boxes, book clubs, winter read, summer bash, computer coding camps, and so much more. Stop by and meet their friendly staff 7 days a week and learn more at louisburglibrary.org.
Call insurance agent.
Hello, customer.
Oh, great. I just had a quick question about my insurance.
You are 312th in line.
Oh, it's just a real quick question.
Would you like a callback in 6 hours?
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Hey, Max, I can answer your insurance question.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent TJ Solander in Louisburg at 913-837-3237.
As we're back, first point back from break. And it was a solid one. Louisburg grabs 20 as they start to expand on that lead. First time they've led since the very beginning, and with a 1-point lead at 1-0. This is their largest lead so far. And that one too far. 21-18 now as Bonensteel starting to heat up. Looking for that back left again. This one's popped up, sent over by Broom. And that one finds space. Moore gets the point. And we'll see another timeout from Tonganoxie. We'll take a break and be right back on Louisburg Sports Live, brought to you by Vos Pharmacy.
Call insurance agent.
Hello, customer.
Oh, great. I just had a quick question about my insurance.
You are.
The Fun 99 menu, always $1.99 each.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. The all-new Sonic Smasher. Live free, eat Sonic. You want to live free?
22-18 is the score. Louisburg manufacturing only their second lead on the set. Williams takes one to the chin. Shakes it off though, 22-19. Loving will go back for service. The libero, Natalie Loving. Williams puts it forward. This one's sent by Nelson. No dice. Ricky will put it deep. Moore tries to find space again. Doesn't work out for her this time. Brune, her touch, gets over and down. 20-22. Loving puts it on the arms of Bonensteel, and there's a kill. Breck Nielsen finds the left side. Back to serve, Delaney Nelson. Heads to the back line, Loving puts it up for Brune, and she finds space. Good effort from Bonensteel to try and pick that one up. But right now, Louisburg just needs to keep calm and collected. They will get opportunities. They just need to be able to capitalize on them. Brune will go back to serve for Tonganoxie. Moore pops it up. Nelson couldn't quite find space. This one to Moore. She tries for the kill. Won't go. Almost. Williams with a great dig, and it ends up in a point. And that's the consistency I'm talking about for Louisburg. Just needing to keep it off the floor on their side, and things will happen. You didn't need to be too aggressive, just needed to play some extra defense. 24-21, set point here. And just off the mark for Breck Nielsen. So now here's Delaney Nelson. Or excuse me, wrong roster, Abigail Myers for Tonganoxie. Moore puts it up for Losi, and she gets blocked. Denied at the net by Ricky and company. Myers looking to pick up one more. As she will need at least one. Kilgore, her shot won't go. Blocked by Losi. Up to Ricky. And just tipped by Losi and Moore. Now it'll be Nelson who puts the set away. 25-23. The Wildcats take down set one. And we'll go ahead and step aside before set number two.
First serve belongs.
Buy one Sonic Smasher and get another free. That's right, buy one hand smashed Angus Beef Sonic Smasher and get another free. It's the dual threat quarterback of Burger Deals. Buy one, get one free with Sonic app.
First Option Bank Community Banking at its best. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
HERS Incorporated in Spring Hill is your area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you replace that faulty trimmer or mower, let our experts get you back to work. And if you are in the market for a new handheld, we carry Maruyama and Red Max trimmers. Plus, HERS is still the best place for hydraulic hoses, cylinder repair, and mechanical control cables. If that's not enough, we're also a UPS drop-off location. To learn more, visit us at hersinc.net, call 913-247-3530, or just stop on by.
Certified athletic trainer coverage for tonight's game and for their continued support of Louisburg High School athletic teams.
Back on for set number two.
From over
Louisburg
at Stadium, I can
up 1-0.
Sweep for the middle school football teams. 7th grade defeats Spring Hill 52-0. And 8th grade pulls off the upset, winning 28-20.
As we get set for set number 2. Looking back on that first one, Louisburg off to just kind of a slow start. They definitely got a lot of their momentum rolling back once they tied up the game. They were down 5-10 at one point, which was the largest lead during that set. Second largest was 4 from Louisburg, as that was their largest lead that they ever manufactured. That was 22-18 when that score occurred. But other than that, both of these teams able to kind of rally off of some momentum, able to put together some good spells and force some mistakes out of their opponents. But also both teams earning a lot of those points as well. Louisburg had a couple of mistakes early on attempted kills that just couldn't quite find inbounds. So if they can fix those up, obviously it's going to be a much cleaner set. For Tonganoxie's sake, they had a spell that they went through where on the service they just gave up 3 or 4 straight points, not getting it back over the net. So making sure you're getting it back over and into the hands of the Wildcats, let them make the mistakes and not you, is going to be key for them. Kilgore tries for the back left, or front right, back right, however you want to look at it from your perspective. Moore sets it up. Low C, couldn't quite find space on the floor. Loving will just send it over. Williams, Moore, here's Kilgore, and no dice. This one no good, as Baldock tried to just put it over. And it came up short. .10 score. Louisburg leads.
Replay.
Oh, excuse me. They will replay the points, as I believe they whistled it dead early. So the serve from Abigail Myers, and they will grab the point. And for a situation like that, I would say the ball did in fact lie. I thought Louisburg certainly had that point there, but just wasn't able to pick it up again. Moore up to Kilgore, hers blocked by Ricky and Crane. 2-0 score now. Myers skims off the top. Moore over to Low C, who just tries to touch it over. And it doesn't have the length on it. 3-0 now. Another tough start here for the Wildcats. As Myers will go too far. And Louisburg will try to rally off of the mistake. Here's Kilgore. Down the left side. Blocked on the shot from what looked like Crane, and then Ricky is the one that gets the point finally.
In for the Wildcats, number 18, Reagan Barnes.
Reagan Barnes comes in for Kaylee Kilgore. Barnes gets some action early. And this one is put away by Delaney Nelson. 2-4. Losey on the serve. This one's set for Ricky. And received by Losey, who just puts it back over. Loving will be forced to send it over. Moore with the set. Spike from Nielsen, won't find ground. Telkin finds space in the back corner and gets point number 3. Four. And they will grab another. Louisburg rolling here as they will go up 5-4. Tonganoxie grabs the lead, 6-5. As it'll be Baldock to try and expand. Down the right side, received by Nelson, and her touch just a little too hard off the arms. Goes right into the net. And yet another miss on the serve down the right side. Baldock was looking down that line and just a little too much curve, too much bend. Here's Telkin. Puts it over. Up for Ricky, and she finds the floor. When Ricky is on, it is very, very difficult to stop that heater. This one's sent over. Williams receives. Moore up to Nelson, and it's blocked. Tonganoxie grabs the 9th. 9-6 in favor of the Chieftains. Ricky goes back left. Moore up to Nielsen. Moore gets another over. And that one's right into the back wall. Sent over by Schmidt. And there we go. Nielsen finds space finally for the Wildcats. Off of the set from Moore. Kilgore will come back in for Varnes. And it'll be Nelson on the serve. Ricky has to go from deep. Williams up to Moore. This touch well done by Baldock. Moore up to Nielsen, and it's blocked. One thing this Tonganoxie team has been able to do that this Louisburg team has kind of struggled to do is block. Only seen about 1 or 2 points from the Wildcats on blocks, but quite a few, probably 5 or 6 by Tonganoxie on blocks alone. And right now a 7-12 lead is certainly gonna be something to dig yourself out of if you're Louisburg, but you just gotta think it's, you gotta almost think it's a new set. And just try to roll on a fresh mindset here. It's Ellie Vos receiving that serve. Kilgore tries to go back line. Received by Ricky. Moore back to Kilgore. This one, missile down the line, and it's well recovered. A great touch by Baldock, and Louisburg grabs the point. This time, Breck Nielsen to serve. Goes down the left side from her perspective, right side from ours. That was a nice send over the net from Brune. I think it may have been out had they let it go, but tough perspective there on the floor. So Brune now with the serve. Vos up to Kilgore on the spike, and she will get blocked, but out of bounds. So 9-13. That one had too much velo. So now Telkin comes back in for Bonensteel. And here's Moore. Over. Quick shot will be recovered as Losi sends it over. Ricky up to the front with Baldock. And Louisburg gets the point. All of it worth it in the grand scheme. Great recovery leads to a big mistake from the Chieftains. And now Moore to send it away again. Received by Loving. Up to the front. It was Schmidt on the attempted kill. Loving kept it up, but not enough for the Chieftains to fully recover. 11-13. It's a 2-point lead now as it stands. Moore sends it over. Loving receives. And it'll be blocked by Kilgore. Loving up to the front again for Schmidt. Moore to Kilgore, and too far, aiming for that deep left side, or front left side. So 14-11, but a nice shape up of the offense for Louisburg as this starts to head kind of on a more positive note than what we've seen at the beginning here in set 2. Received by Vos. Up. Kilgore with the spike. Williams keeps it alive. Losi sends it over, but it's right back as Vos was unable to get there in time. Some great effort, though, laying out on that attempt. On the serve, Abigail Myers. The kill from Losi. Right at the defender. Unable to react in time. That one drawn up to perfection. Kilgore with the serve now. Loving receives. Myers up. Ricky from off the net will just put it over. Losi. Here's Williams to Losi again off of the attempted kill. And it will not be fully recovered. Adeline Moore popped it up, and you had two Wildcats standing there to try and receive, neither of which budged. 16-12 now, a 4-point lead for Tonganoxie as they've come out swinging. Moore up to Telkin, who finds space in between the blockers, but it's well recovered by the Tonganoxie defense. That was Crane on the recovery, but it yields nothing for the Chieftains, 13-16. Up to Ricky. Her spike well recovered, and Telkin couldn't get up high enough for that one. 17-13 now. If you're the Wildcats, 20 is really that threshold where things start to get a little bit dicey. You'd like to keep the Chieftains out of the 20s and at least get up to maybe 17-18 before they do, if not a tie ball game or lead. Here's Bonensteel. This one sent down by Nelson, but a good dig. Nelson tries again, and this time it's successful. 2-point game here in the Wildcat Gymnasium. Bonensteel skims the net on that serve. It's popped up and will be tipped off the hands of Bonensteel. The kill from Brune works out. On a good pace for what I was kind of saying here for Louisburg. They've been picking up a couple here and there for each point that Tonganoxie has been able to gain. Louisburg has grabbed maybe 2 or 3. Brune puts it over. Moore. Bump. Nielsen couldn't find space, and that time couldn't either. Now 19. And that one goes straight into the net from Ricky. Brings it back to the Wildcats, 16-19, as Kilgore checks back in for Varnes. Nelson on the serve. Puts it over, Loving receives. Brune, hers blocked. And right back down on the Chieftains side for another Wildcat point, 17-19. Once again with Nelson. And that one short, doesn't even make it to the net. Oof. Looked like that was just kind of a miss from Nelson. Here's Loving. So that one is way off to the left, but it was kept in by Bonensteel. Kilgore tries to grab the point regardless. Cannot. Ricky goes to the back right. Moore up for Bonensteel. And a good send over by Schmidt. Louisburg inches from grabbing this. Moore tries to put it over, and Tonganoxie ends up with the points. A heartbreaker, as the Wildcats will have to call a timeout here. 21-17 is the score. We'll take a break. Be right back.
Hey, call insurance agent.
Insurance agent not found in contact.
Call insurance company.
Insurance company is currently closed. Please call back during business hours. For directions, press 1. For billing, press 2.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Don't worry, we're going to get this taken care of.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent TJ Solander in Louisburg at 913-837-3237.
Since their doors first opened in 1920, First National Bank has been committed to local decision-making and long-term relationships.
17-21 is the score as Loving continues her service. Foes keeps it off the ground, off the serve. Kilgore was the one to send it over. Schmidt finds the floor and brings it down for 22 for Tonganoxie. Loving puts it over. Received by Bonensteel. Kilgore, her kill blocked, but out of bounds. Seen that one a couple of times already in this set, and a couple of times in set one. Seems to be a recurring theme over there on that right side with Kilgore. 18-22 as Nielsen puts it over for the serve. Ricky will just send it from deep. Moore up to Losi, and this one's into the stands for a Louisburg point. (19-22). Louisburg looking to bring this probably at least within one would be comfortable range. Nielsen down the left or right side, left for her. This one's just barely past the blockers from Crane. 4 points of space, and you just kind of have to go back to the beginning of this set, which created this space in the first place, and Louisburg has yet to really fully gather themselves since then. Moore goes up to Losi over the blockers. This one's set. Ricky into the net, and that'll be a Louisburg point. Puts them in the 20s now, 20-23. As Moore will go back to serve. Moore serve right to Loving. Up to Baldock, who sets it. Kilgore's kill. No dice, it's blocked as Telkin goes for one, and this one's off the hands of Loving for point 21. A good point by both sides, both on the attacking side at one point or another. Louisburg the only one to really get the best of that point, though, as Moore's serve goes too deep. Be Abigail Myers with the set point here, 24-21. We'll need 3 straight out of Louisburg, and now only down to 2. That lightens the load quite a bit as Kilgore steps back to serve. Kilgore currently leads the aces category for the Wildcats. Doesn't quite get one there. Baldock puts it up for Ricky, and she brings it home, 25-22.
The Chieftains win set number 2, 25-22 to tie the match at
So
one
in
set
this
apiece.
best of 5,
For set number 3,
Tonganoxie ties it up with a 25-22 set 2. We'll send it to set 3 after this break.
Vose Pharmacy is Louisburg's true hometown pharmacy. Pharmacist Kevin Vose and his team are proud to be part of the Louisburg community, and your health is their top priority. And now with Test to Treat, Vose can provide strep and flu testing and treatment all in one by appointment. Vose continues to be your stop for everyday health essentials and all of your prescription needs. Vose Pharmacy, Louisburg's pharmacy, and proud to support the Wildcats. Call 913-533-7575 or visit vosepharmacy.com.
First Auction Bank Community Banking at its best. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Fun 99 menu, always $1.99 each.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. The all-new Sonic Smasher. Live free, eat Sonic.
Hey, call insurance agent.
Insurance agent not found in contact.
Call insurance company.
Insurance company is currently closed. Please call back during business hours. For directions, press 1. For billing, press 2.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Don't worry, we're gonna get this taken care of.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent TJ Solander in Louisburg at 913-837-3237.
Explore, imagine, and connect at the Louisburg Library in downtown Louisburg. Serving the community since 1968, the Louisburg Library has everything you're looking for. Whether you're into bestsellers, mystery, sci-fi, action, romance, or graphic novels, there's a story for everyone. Take advantage of their programs for kids and adults like book boxes, book clubs, winter read, summer bash, computer coding camps, and so much more. Stop by and meet their friendly staff 7 days a week and learn more at louisburglibrary.org.
Back on for set number 3 as Loving takes the floor for Tonganoxie. It's been a fight of 2 here for Tonganoxie. Doing a lot of the offensive work has been Ricky and Schmidt, but we've seen quite a lot of action from Baldock and Crane as well, as Kilgore tries to open it up early. Misfire off to the left side. Tonganoxie with an early lead. Kilgore to Moore. Back to Kilgore, who tries to find space, but a misfire from Myers gives them the point regardless, 1-1. So now Kilgore will start the serving off for the Wildcats. She goes for the back right corner, and Ricky's touch off the mark. They didn't have a lead since the very beginning of set number 2. Actually, no, they had a lead. It was redacted points, and then since then, Tonganoxie has pretty much led. So this is their first lead in an entire set, and they'll give it right back to the Chieftains. See if they can try to muster something up here, as Tonganoxie was able to keep that lead pretty much the entirety of set number 2, as Losi brings it down. 3-2. Sets are tied, 1 apiece. Losi's serve goes dead center to Loving. And there's a slam down. Good kill from Johnson. (3-3) score as Ricky goes back to serve. Hers goes right into the net, and Louisburg will take back over. Here's Bonensteel. Kilgore to Moore. Over to Nielsen. Nielsen with the kill this time. Louisburg doing a great job keeping Tonganoxie on their toes, though, whenever it comes to the bump up front. They've had a very tough time reading who's going to be the one attacking him this time. That's Baldock. Setting it. Baldock again. Johnson, too deep. 6-3. Bonensteel continues. She's had a couple of long runs, had a good one in set 1. Now shaping up for a nice one here in set number 3 as Nielsen, hers does not make it over. And it'll be a forward touch from Louisburg to exchange service. Loving. Puts it over. Williams up front to Moore. Nelson just lays off a little on the power. Mixes up the defensive blockers. And now it's a 7-4 set score. Nelson puts it over. Up front. Nielsen gave it off to Kilgore. Here's Baldock. Sending it a little far for Schmidt. Moore tries to mix it up. Ricky just barely touches it over. Williams goes a little far with it, but Kilgore makes do. Nielsen back across. Ricky up front, and it's stopped. Brune tried to send it over. Kilgore and Nielsen were there to stop it. Here's Nelson again. And this one goes into the net. Self-inflicted wounds have been cause of quite a few tonight. Picking those up, even dialing them back by 20-25%, could have easily probably given Louisburg the second set, as Kilgore, they're gonna think about it for a second, but they will give her the point. She goes for the two-hand touch back across. Now it'll be Nielsen. Goes right at Loving. Schmidt, hers is blocked. Loving keeps it up. Schmidt again sends it over this time. Now Moore mixes up the defense in between Ricky and Brune. They were unable to get it back over. 10-5. Nielsen's serve. And awkward touch there, but Losi grabs the 11th for Louisburg, and Tonganoxie will take a much-needed timeout here. 11-5. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Since their doors first opened in 1920, First National Bank has been committed to local decision-making and long-term relationships. Locally owned and managed, First National Bank is there to guide you through all your firsts. First checking or savings account, first loan, first business groundbreaking, or your first home. A variety of banking services, expert guidance, and an emphasis on putting you first. First National Bank in Louisburg, 1201 West Amity, 913-837-5191. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Bose Pharmacy is Louisburg's true hometown.
Breck Nielsen doing a great job behind the line right now. Up front, Moore and Losi have done a great job gathering the last couple points. Moore will put it up for Kilgore, and hers is blocked by Crane. 11-6. Still a 5-point game here for the Wildcats. Timeout getting something going here for Tonganoxie, though, as Myers sent it over on the serve. Losi makes it a little bit awkward for the Chieftains. Williams up to Moore. Kilgore goes for the back line, but just too deep. 11-7 now. Myers serve. Right to Williams. Losi, her kill ends up good. They've tried with Kilgore twice. Kilgore certainly has the strength to put it down on this Tonganoxie team, but it looks like they might be stacking that side, so Losi able to find that opening. And there's a nice kill from Ricky as she makes herself known once again. 12-8 as Crane will go back to serve. Moore up to Kilgore, and she finds space this time in between the arms of Johnson and Myers. Back up to a 5-point lead for the Wildcats. Kilgore. Losi puts it back over. Baldock will just set it up for Johnson, and Losi jumped a little early, but nobody was there to recover behind her. Say Losi kind of did her job, just didn't have anybody to recover afterwards. This one's a bit short. Moore tries to recover, but it crosses out of bounds, and now it's 13-10. Moore puts it up for Nelson. Couldn't get it to go. And that attempted kill will go straight into the net for Crane. Now here's Losi back to serve. Kind of back and forth ever since Tonganoxie broke the drought. Losi will put it up front. Nielsen gets called for a lift. As they will substitute Schmidt in for Myers. 14-11. Ricky sends it away. And a high shot from Nelson. She just hits that one off the mark. 14-12 now. Coming a little bit closer than what we might have expected at the start of this set, but all of them have come down to the wire. Set 1, 25-23. Set 2, 22-25. And now it's once again back within 1 point as Tonganoxie rallies. Louisburg will grab one off of the faulty serve. So now it'll be 15-13. Back up to a 2-point lead. Williams up to Moore. Moore to Nielsen, who just elects to put it over. They'll go for the defensive stop and get it. Nielsen and Moore, joint efforts. Keeps it on the Tonganoxie side as Williams hypes up her teammates. And now Telkin. Will go too far. (16-14). Back up to a 2-point lead. Loving puts it over. Moore over to Nielsen. And it will hit inside the lines. Coach South disagreed with that call. Obviously not too strongly. Didn't really try to fight it, but probably just trying to influence it in some way or another as Nelson goes short left and gets the ace. 18-14, and Tonganoxie will take their second of the third set. We'll take a break and be right back.
Vose Pharmacy is Louisburg's true hometown pharmacy. Pharmacist Kevin Vose and his team are proud to be part of the Louisburg community, and your health is their top priority. And now with Test to Treat, Vose can provide strep and flu testing and treatment all in one by appointment. Vose continues to be your stop for everyday health essentials and all of your prescription needs. Vose Pharmacy, Louisburg's pharmacy, and proud to support the Wildcats. Call 913-533-7575 or visit VosePharmacy.com.
Hers and
It is Delaney Nelson with the serve. And that goes into the nets. Not the way you want to come out of a timeout. It's still up 3 for the Wildcats. Just gotta keep from any major damage happening here. As it'll be Brune sending it over. Moore sets it up for Nielsen, and Nielsen puts it away. 19-15 as she'll try to follow up after that kill. Nielsen goes to the back line. Ricky with the touch, over to Schmidt. Moore skims off the top of the net. Schmidt with the attempted kill, and it was blocked out of bounds.
Block goes out of bounds, point Tonganoxie.
19-16. Tonganoxie with the serve. It'll be Abigail Myers. Receiving it was Bonensteel. And Charlie Crane gathers it up. 19-17 now, as it's a 2-point game. Moore over to Losi, and hers is blocked. Now to a 1-point game as Tonganoxie has rallied, and you'd hate it for Louisburg. Got this far, you were up 19-15 at one point. To give up 21st before achieving it yourself. And there we go. They get to it first. Ricky spiked too far as Moore will head back to serve. Loving. Up to Baldock. It's blocked by Losi. Now off to the side for Ricky. She was unable to do much with it. Kilgore gets it down inside of the lines. 21-18, back up to a 3-point lead. Moore continues. She goes back left, and that touch just off the mark from Myers. Moore will get the ace. And with that, Brune will step off. Baldock up to Ricky, and almost a good dig from Nelson. She got down and low for it, but just couldn't keep it up high enough for her teammates. 22-19. To send it over is Crane. That was just off the mark from Williams, as Tonganoxie now in the 20s. 22-20, 2-point game here in set 3. Kilgore tries to just line it up for her team, and Losi misses on that shot. Now it's back to only a 1-point lead for Louisburg. Tonganoxie trying to rally off the momentum. Crane's serve goes into the net, and that's one way for Louisburg to get kind of a sigh of relief here in set 3. Finally able for some breathing room, as Tonganoxie was coming up on their heels quickly. Kilgore to serve. And they'll say it's in. Kilgore with the clean ace. As it is now set point. Kilgore goes back line. Baldock up front. Moore puts it up. Williams up for Nelson, and just too far. It was close. Here's Baldock now to serve. She'll need 2 at least before giving one up. And Telkin will put away set 3. 2-1, another tight score in set 3. 2-1, Louisburg leads going into set 4. We'll take a break and be right back.
Oh, hi, honey. Hi, Grandma. I'm really sorry. I won't be able to make it today. I have way too much homework, and you don't have enough internet. Oh, honey, I gotta go. I gotta go.
Maximize your athletic potential with Louisburg Chiropractic. Athletes of all ages and skill levels can improve with the help of Dr. Jake Polzin at Louisburg Chiropractic Center. Shorter recovery times, increased range of motion, and flexibility are just a few of the benefits. Everyone can benefit from chiropractic care, from the pros to gym rats, rec golfers to high school athletes. Let Louisburg Chiropractic Center improve your performance. Call now, 913-837-2910. Since their doors first opened in 1920, First National Bank has been committed to local decision-making and long-term relationships. Locally owned and managed, First National Bank is there to guide you through all your firsts. First checking or savings account, first loan, first business groundbreaking, or your first home. A variety of banking services, expert guidance, and an emphasis on putting you first. First National Bank in Louisburg, 1201 West Amity, 913-837-5191. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. For 50 years, Elliott Group has been your local insurance partner. With 5 convenient locations, Elliott Group is big enough to offer the best carriers, but small enough to know your name and your insurance needs. Elliott Group is more than just insurance. They're a part of each community they serve, with a wide variety of insurance solutions to help your unique challenges. Elliott Group, where they're there for you today and for years to come. Visit them at any of their 5 locations or at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a third-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
Back on for set number 4. Louisburg 1 away from taking this match, as the implications heading down towards the end of the regular season. Louisburg looking for 2 times as many wins as they have losses, which means that they'll practically have to win out. It'll actually put them above that rate. Tonganoxie, on the other hand, trying to get back over 500 on the season, as they're 13-15. Kilgore will kick it off hot for the Wildcats. It's tough playing down a set here for Tonganoxie, and that's kind of the situation they've been faced with for a majority of this match. in set 2. They were able to rally back and put together a nice win. Bring it back to a 1-1 set score, but then you fail to pick it up after that and give up set 3, and now you're in set 4, where it just kind of feels like do or die time. Moore puts it up. Nelson puts it down. 2-1. And if you're Louisburg, you kind of feel a little bit free coming down this stretch. Like, hey, we can end the game here, and even if we don't, we're going to have another chance in set 5. So play hard, play strong. Both of these teams just coming out firing. It's been strong out of both for this 2-2 start. Nielsen just touches it over. Loving goes up for Ricky, and just off the mark. Makes its way out of bounds. 3-2. Loving goes up. Baldock to Ricky, and too far. 4-2 now, as Louisburg gets a 2-point lead. Telkin, the one who put away set 3, at the last point, and Nielsen gets the block. Baldock having to chase it down. Tolkien continues her serve, 5-2. 3-point lead for Louisburg. She aims for that left side. Tonganoxie forced to just put it over. Moore tries to find space with some trickery. Now goes up to Nielsen. They'll reestablish here after the block. Nelson's kill does not land. And a great touch on the front. Tonganoxie clears 3 defenders for the Wildcats, and was able to get that point on that back left corner. Ricky's serve getting razzed by the student section as Nelson sends it over, and the touch from Brune is not in range of a Chieftain teammate. 6-3 score now. Some quick points to begin this set 4 as Nelson tries to just drop it in. Ricky, her attempted kill. That was a little bit aggressive from the Chieftains. Ricky easily could have just probably gone for a more placed ball there, but instead goes full aggression and tried to grab a point, and now it's a slippery slope as the Wildcats are starting to rally. Nelson continues her serve. Goes right to Loving, the libero. Schmidt, her shots, finds the back line off of the arms of Williams. So now Loving to serve for the Chieftains, as that one's way left. Ooh. might be feeling the effects from this student section that's a little bit louder than what we've seen on services previously. Here's Nielsen. And the shot from Schmidt finds the floor on the Louisburg side, 9-5. As Tonganoxie keeps it from getting too out of hand, but hasn't really made much progress on this lead. Really want to dip into it here if you're the Chieftains. Better earlier than later. Shot from Brune, and Kilgore finds her stride there, sending it home on Loving.
Entering for the Wildcats, number 16, Kaylin Harris.
Kaylin Harris will check in for the first time today. As the serve from Moore, went to the back line. Moore will just put that one off the mark. Harris was unable to keep the point alive. Now 10-6. As Myers will try to help the Chieftains claw back into this one. The longer the set goes on, the larger the gap is for a 4-point lead. Now only 3 as Tonganoxie grabs a quick one. Blocked shot from Kilgore's attempt. Nobody behind her to recover. And that was an awkward placement from Ricky into the hands of Nelson on the back line. And now only down to 2. Tonganoxie picking it up here late. Skims off the top of the net. This has happened twice before. Both times Louisburg has managed to grab the point. And this time they will not. (10-9). Kilgore, her shot too far. All of a sudden, tie game at 10s. 2-1 is the game score. Set score 10-10. Louisburg needs this one to end it here tonight on this varsity match. Moore over to Losi, and she drops it perfectly over the blockers. They gave up 5 consecutive. And now we'll look to rally. Kilgore will serve. Right to Loving. Ricky back to Loving as she puts it over. Moore up front. Sets it up for Losi. Telkin. Moore. Kilgore. Yes. Gets it. And that one lands in as well. Kilgore grabs back-to-back points, one of them being an ace, as she has put together, I think, 1 a set so far tonight. Doing a great job on the serving front. I was hoping I didn't jinx her right there. There was Crane just putting it over. Kilgore brings a little off the heat, and Baldock tries to just tap it over. All of a sudden, the 4-point lead is right back into Louisburg's hands. Kilgore goes dead center to Loving. Ricky will just tap it over. And Tonganoxie catches the Wildcats off guard with that one, 14-11. Crane sends it over for the serve. More to Losi. Losi gets another. Back-to-back serve, exchanging points for Losi. And on the same kind of touch for both. Just getting it over the blockers. She puts a ton of topspin on that serve. Ricky tries to go down. And they'll say no tip. Louisburg will get the point. As Tonganoxie is gonna need a break here. 16-11, we'll take a break. Be right back.
The Bose Real Estate Group at Keller Williams would like to wish all of our sporting teams success this season. If you're looking for real estate, feel free to contact us. If you're looking for buyer needs or seller needs, we're more than happy to help you with any of your transactions. Feel free to give us a call, 913-963-4076, or you can email us at dougbose@kw.com. We look forward to hearing from you, and go Cats.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your area's premier small.
Back from break. As Losi will serve again. 16-11 is the score. Ricky goes for the back line and gets the point to try and shut down some momentum. 16-12 now. As Baldock will get set to serve for the Chieftains. Up to Moore. Nelson, her shot blocked. Telkin finds space off of the arms of Myers. And it goes right into the nets. 17-12. This is tied for the largest lead so far tonight at 5 points. As Ricky will just try for that back corner. Moore gets it across. Great touch from Moore. And Johnson will just kind of put it over for the Chieftains, and Baldock leaves it up in the air. Johnson and Loving, indecisive, will let it hit the ground. Bonensteel goes to Loving with her serve. Ricky aiming for the back right, and too much. 19-12 now. As Tonganoxie will need one more timeout. We'll take a break and be right back
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you replace that faulty trimmer or mower, let our experts get you back to work. And if you are in the market for a new handheld, we carry Maruyama and Red Max trimmers. Plus, hers is still the best place for hydraulic hoses, cylinder repair, and mechanical control cables. If that's not enough, we're also a UPS drop-off location. To learn more, visit us at hersinc.net, call 913-247-3530, or just stop on by.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the
19-12. Bonensteel with the serve. Attacking that right corner as Kilgore tried to keep it up from Ricky. Ricky's kind of been the silencer for the Chieftains. Be very difficult to peel her off the court, but now she's going to have to go back to serve. Might be an advantage for the Wildcats coming up, as she's going to be kind of closer to those back lines to at least start off each point. And Bonensteel tries to keep it up after a couple from the Wildcats. Kilgore will walk off a bit of a tweaked knee there. And Ricky puts that one in the net. A little bit of a scary incident there for Kilgore, as couldn't quite figure out what happened there. Maybe it was just her sleeve, her knee sleeve, that pinched skin, or what really was going on. But she seems to have recovered quickly, and this Louisburg team recovering with her. Nielsen and Moore in on the block there. Four points from taking this duel as Nelson continues to serve. Loving pops it. Baldock will give it up to Brune, and Brune will gather the point. Loving to Nelson, and Nielsen will put it down for Louisburg, 22-15. It's a 7-point deficit for Tonganoxie. And with the way that their services have gone, things are not looking very bright. Been great, or relatively good, I would say. Not great, but relatively good against Louisburg serves. Shutting them down after maybe 1 or 2 points, but they just haven't been able to rally off of those stoppages. 23-15, 2-1 set score. Louisburg 2 points from ending it, and an off shot from Ricky brings it to game point. This would be the largest margin of victory in all of the sets here tonight. And Crane will try to give Tonganoxie a fighting chance here. 16-24. All these sets so far tonight have ended with both teams in the 20s. Tonganoxie will need 4 to continue that streak. Moore goes up to Kilgore, and hers is wide left. Looking very possible. I would say Tonganoxie has a good chance of getting inside of the 20s. Getting back to 24 is a whole nother story to try and continue this game at least a little bit. That's a nice dig from Varnes. Kilgore silences the Chieftains. 3-1. Wildcats will take tonight 25-17 in set 4. We'll take a break and be right back for the post-game analysis.
For 50 years, Elliott Group has been your local insurance partner. With 5 convenient locations, Elliott Group is big enough to offer the best carriers, but small enough to know your name and your insurance needs. Elliott Group is more than just insurance. They're a part of each community they serve, with a wide variety of insurance solutions to help your unique challenges. Elliott Group, where they're there for you today and for years to come. Visit them at any of their 5 locations or at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Looking for the perfect getaway? At Destination Fun Travel, we bring the world to you. From turquoise Caribbean beaches to European river cruises and beyond. Destination Fun Travel is an award-winning travel agency specializing in creating unforgettable vacations. All-inclusive resorts, luxury villas, group trips, or custom vacation packages. Let us turn your dream vacation into reality, because with us, the journey is just as exciting as the destination.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com. Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Wildcat fans can find us at 1262 West Amity in Louisburg or 913-837-4230. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net. Since their doors first opened in 1920, First National Bank has been committed to local decision-making and long-term relationships. Locally owned and managed, First National Bank is there to guide you through all your firsts. First checking or savings account, first loan, first business groundbreaking, or your first home. A variety of banking services, expert guidance, and an emphasis on putting you first. First National Bank in Louisburg, 1201 West Amity, 913-837-5191. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back on for the post-game show, which is brought to you by Elliott Insurance Group. At Elliott Insurance Group, they believe in building strong relationships with their clients and their community. And that is the best way to serve them both. With offices throughout the area and online at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com, or you can call 913-592-5552. Well, looking back at this one, Louisburg just kind of let one go in set 2, 22-25. Went down early in that set and just had some trouble recovering. It was a lot of back and forth there for the majority of set 2 and set 1 as well. Ended in 25-23 Louisburg. So 2 pretty similar sets to start it off, and then Louisburg kind of kicked it into gear there in set 3. Started to find some momentum and rally off of it as well. And with set 4 really ending with a dominant 8-point difference between these two players of the game. For Tonganoxie, got to give it to Finley Rickey. She was a dominant force on the offensive front and really was one of the prime reasons that Tonganoxie was able to keep themselves in so many of those sets and cut down on a lot of Louisburg's momentum. With the other side, I mean, there were quite a few, but I think 2 really stood out. Nelson really stepped up tonight, putting together some nice digs as well as a couple of kills here and there, just in clutch moments, as well as Losi with a couple of drops over there on set 4 with plenty of moments of her own within the first 3 sets as well. So shout out to those players in specific for such a great night. And of course, shout out to the whole Louisburg team on their performance tonight as they rally to an 18-10 record on the season. They'll need just a couple more to really finish off this season strong as they head to a tournament in Atchison next. That will be with Perry Lecompton and Atchison, and then they'll have Ottawa to finish off the season. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for Louisburg Sports Live as we will come to you live from the Wildcats Stadium for football this Friday and next Friday, as well as next week, soccer versus Paola at Louisburg Wildcats Stadium. So with that, I say good night. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you all next time on Louisburg Sports Live, presented by Vose Pharmacy.
From the gridiron to the hardcourt, the pitch to the mat, don't miss any of the action. We're there with live, local sports coverage at VarsitySportsLive.com.